Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video and kind of talk about everything that's going on right now and how it pertains to SEO, work, our daily lives. So I wanted to start off, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There really is. Moon is in California. They are in a total state of stay in place type of situation. So she has really had to adjust her work schedule and her life and those types of things. And all of that can really get in the way. I know for me here in Texas, I have my kids at home. They need, all of a sudden, we're doing distance learning and I'm making more meals. I mean, you name it, the stress levels are up. But what I wanted to talk about is, everything's just kind of uncertain right now. Whether we know what the virus is or isn't going to do, there's still a lot of debate about that. I don't really want to get into that type of debate, but I wanted to talk about is how this changes our work, our business. It changes everything. I'm in a state that I'm assuming in the next week or so, we will also be in a stay in place mode. No one really knows how long any of us have to stay in place or when anything will turn around and work. But how it pertains to business is with SEO, it can change a lot of things. If you have a lot of businesses that you do SEO for that are local businesses that are smaller, a lot of us work for small local businesses, tree services, concrete, flooring, and if they're smaller companies, they're going to have a hard time coming out of this. I've already heard about SEOs that are being asked to, shorten budgets and that type of thing. There will be clients who are not able to keep going with SEO. But with all of that, what I wanted to talk to you about is I've been through SEO in bad economic times or down economic times. And what I learned from it is that no matter what's going on, no matter how bad the economy is becoming, there's always opportunity. So with change becomes change in the SEO world as well. So we are able to focus on different affiliate aspects. We're able to focus on different aspects to bring in multiple streams of income. So while everything looks so uncertain and scary, I can tell you that you need to keep your eyes open for opportunity. It may not be the opportunity that you want or that you want to see, but keep your eyes open. Buying habits are changing. Services are changing. With this amount of change comes new services. Instead of just offering cleaning or a certain type of cleaning, you can now structure it so that people are feeling safer about the virus. So there's a lot of things that are changing, and it's changing very, very rapidly. So I always see this as opportunity. So what I like to do is focus on the positive. There can be a lot of uncertainty, but there's always something very positive in your life. And I actually had a very dear friend remind me of this a few days ago when we talked on the phone, that he looks for something positive every single day, and I like to do the same. But it was a nice reminder that no matter what's going on, there's always something positive that we can grasp onto. And the same is for business. There's always clients that need your help, but perhaps the type of client is going to change for you. Local SEO tends to get hit pretty hard when the economy falls. It tends to be one of the first things that takes a hit, and you'll notice it. But there are certain ways that you can restructure things to really kind of help yourself. If you're taking on really small local SEO clients, you're going to want to change some of that up and take on much larger clients. The larger clients that are bringing in large amounts of money, and I'm meaning several millions a year, are the ones that are able to continue with SEO services and not bat an eye for the next year, year and a half. There's also industries that become much stronger with down economic times. And believe it or not, they need SEO too. So although everything's changing and everything is uncertain, and believe me, it's very uncertain for me and my family too. But with all of that comes opportunity. You just have to keep your eyes open for it and be able to restructure and move with the changes. So I think that most SEOs are very prepared to move with the changes. We move with Google every time it changes. If we don't move every time a Google changes, we won't have a job. So we are used to adapting. We adapt all of the time with Google. So I see these life changes exactly the same. No matter how life is changing, I will adapt. I will look for the positive, and I will look for the industries that are leaning into SEO right now, that are able to keep up with very nice budgets. There are also different types of services that do really well in down economic times. You need to keep your eyes open. Start doing some research and figure out what those are. So moving forward, what I like to do is make sure I have multiple channels of income. I learned this the hard way several years ago when we were hit with different issues going on in the world. I learned very quickly that if you have one stream of income coming in, you are very vulnerable. So to cut some of that, for the last few years, I've made sure to have multiple streams of income. But during all of that time, you also learn to lean into what is working at the time, who needs us the most, and you're able to restructure and change. So if you're going through crazy times right now, and many of us are, if you're going through clients dropping you or leaving, there are a few things that you can do. One, they're leaving you because their world has changed, right? But it doesn't mean the world isn't going to pop back into place later. And it doesn't mean they're never going to need you again. So leave that client with a bridge so that they are able to come back no matter what. You can offer them any kind of discount or anything that keeps the channels of communication open. You want to check in on them, figure out how they're doing, what's going on, how is their business changing, because you will be able to restructure their services to help them out now. And if you can't help them out now, you want to be able to help them out in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever it is, they'll come back to you. So you don't want to leave with burning a bridge or anything crazy. What you want to do is figure out how you can get that client again in the future and realize that their world is changing as much as your world is changing. And so your services to them is going to need to change and adapt. So adapting really is the name of the game right now. Adapting in the types of services that you're offering, the people that you're offering the services to. Take a harder look at the businesses. If you have a lot of clients that are dropping or not needing SEO, take a look. What was their bottom line? What type of money were they bringing in? What type of services were they bringing in? And then begin to restructure so that when you start onboarding clients the next time, you're able to bring in a mixture of clients so that if anything out of the ordinary were to happen, you would still be protected. Your business would still be protected. So with change comes a lot of positive changes for us. There's always opportunity. I don't want anyone to think that all of the opportunity will dry up with what's going on in the world, because it's just not true. We are needed as SEOs. Our marketing is needed. And there just might be different opportunities for you. So if you're struggling with lead gen, start thinking about perhaps not just doing lead gen, but actually going offline building the business, bringing in the leads, and then beginning to actually hire and work within that business. There are many different business models that will allow us to do very, very well in any type of economy. We just have to put our heads together and think about it a little bit. And don't forget to bring in all of the positivity. So I hope that everyone is safe, that everyone is taking some type of precautions or boundaries for you, for your family, for your loved ones. And in the group, what I want to talk about is how is your business life changing, and what are you doing to put things in place? And perhaps you put things into place a few years ago. So I want to hear your wisdom in the group, because there are people who haven't learned this lesson yet, and they're going to look to some of us that are a little more seasoned for some of the answers. So I hope everyone's doing well. In a few minutes, I'm going to have to start like some kind of homeschooling that frightens me, but I'll see you in the group. Let's talk about SEO. Let's talk about the niches that are more powerful than ever. And let's talk about everything that we're seeing that's really, really positive. Let's do really well. And as long as we are setting ourselves up for great success, I do believe success is exactly what all of us will see. So if you have a lot of downtime, there's one more thing I wanted to make. If you have a lot of downtime, don't binge on Netflix. Hone in on your skills. Is there something you've been wanting to learn, or something you wanted to bring into your business? Maybe YouTube SEO or Facebook, some type of Facebook marketing, whatever it is, hone in on those skills. Don't just idly continue to watch show after show, or make all the snacks in your refrigerator that you have, but actually make yourself a list of what do you want to learn during this time, because after this time everyone's going to be awake, but you will already be in place, positioned nicely, and doing everything that you already wanted to do. So let's talk about it in the group. Everyone take care, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.